Hey everyone, I'm in The Witcher 3 here. I'm going to try and show you how adrenaline points work and how they're useful. So we've got a bit of a battle going on here with me and some doggies. And can you see at the top left, I've got a red bar to just to beneath the sort of yellow bar. So sort of look at the top left, but just below the yellow bar, there's a thing charging up. And what that is adrenaline. And the more it charges up, the more I can use it to do certain things in the game. One of which is whirl, one of which is rend. I'm just blocking this dog just to let my health come up again a bit. Come here, doggy. And we'll do a whirl on him in a minute when I've got a bit of energy. So the more I block and the more successful things the, or if I keep whacking him successfully without him whacking me, the more that adrenaline bar will charge up, and then I can use it for things like this. So that is what we call whirl, and you can see that it used up my adrenaline points eventually. So when you start the game with Witcher 3, you'll see that you've got the adrenaline points bar and you're like, I don't know what it is, and that's because when you start the game it's pretty useless. So let me explain when it comes into play, what sort of level and how you can adjust it and what sort of skills it's used for. So if we jump in the menu button, you can see top right I'm level 52, and the reason why I'm showing you on a 52 character is because I've got lots of stuff unlocked, and it makes more sense when you're looking at skills that use adrenaline. So if we look at the character build, you can see I've invested heavily in the combat side of things here, and that's really because some of these make use of adrenaline. So for example, the whirl, it says maintaining the attack consumes stamina and adrenaline. So the more adrenaline I've got, the more I can keep the whirl going, which we saw that obviously I only used it against a dog, but it's cool against multiple enemies. This one here deals additional that's more adrenaline points. Let me see if there's another one that uses it. Blah blah blah. Let's see if we've got anything here. Just seeing. That increases adrenaline point gain. Requires at least one adrenaline point. So this one, when vitality reaches 0, it will be restored with a bonus of 100%. It requires at least one adrenaline point, which will be consumed. So there's various skills, I'm not going to go through them all, that will take advantage of those adrenaline points, but you get the idea. The more adrenaline you get, in theory, some of these skills will come into practice if you've got the adrenaline there. So to get adrenaline points, just manage successful attacks on the enemy and try not to get hit. The more you get hit, the more things get damaged. You can get some things to help. So, for example, Razor Focus. Instantly gain one adrenaline point when entering combat. The adrenaline points generated by sword blows are increased by 25%. So you can see adding that up really brings the adrenaline into play. You can get far more adrenaline generation using Razor Focus. Flood of Anger, this says when casting a sign, 3 adrenaline points, if available, will be consumed to upgrade the sign to the highest level, unlocking all bonuses, and increase sign intensity by 125%. Now you can see a lot of these is obviously taking a lot of points to get up to this level, so this is why I was saying it's quite high level when adrenaline really comes into play. So you can see I've invested a whopping 60 points into the combat branch here. I was playing around with showing people tutorials on whirl and rend and all sorts of other stuff, so this is why all my points are currently here. You can reset the skills in various areas. I've got a tutorial showing that. If you're not sure how to reset skills, you need to go and get a special potion. Anyway, whoops, let's go back to there. The other things that you can use to help generate, oh no, actually that's stamina, I think. Yeah, that's stamina. Let's just have a little look. Sun, blah blah blah. I'm just checking whether there's anything here that helps with adrenaline generation as well. Each defensive action generates adrenaline points. Parries 0.1 points, counterattacks 0.4 points, dodges 0.3 points, blah blah blah. So that can be quite a useful thing to generate adrenaline. So it depends whether you want to use it or not. There's an option here in the general that says adrenaline points increase both weapon damage and sign intensity. So it's worth looking at all of the different skill sort of things you can unlock in here with your skill points as to what will work best if you're interested in using adrenaline on there. I don't think it affects anything on alchemy. Pretty sure it doesn't. I don't think signs really make use of adrenaline as well. I think it's more combat. The other things that can help are, if you look in your inventory, sometimes some potions may help. So let's have a little look, see whether we've got anything. Sign intensity, blah, blah, blah. Let's just see, stamina, toxicity. This might take a while, but I'm sure there'll be a potion somewhere. If you're interested in critical hit chance, stamina, blah. Vitality, sign intensity, increases attack power. Oh, there we go. Accelerates the generation of adrenaline points. I knew there was something somewhere. Superior Maribor Forest. So grants 1 adrenaline point on consumption. So potions can increase it, doing successful hits can increase it, adding certain things on the skill points can increase it, and then they are used with certain things like the whirl or the rend or other ones that we saw. And that's how it works, really. So, yeah, not much else to say about adrenaline points. This stuff obviously unlocks as you progress through time in the game and level up. So obviously at level 52, I've got a lot of stuff unlocked already. You can have a little look at the various potions to see whether anything else will help. But yeah, that's really all I needed to say about adrenaline. So I know it's a thing that confuses a lot of people. Hopefully that makes a bit more sense. Remember, it's the bar below the bottom of the stamina bar, which is the little yellow bar on the top left, and you've got the 3 slots there. That's it. If that was good for you, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments welcome. Hopefully it makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know in there. I've got all sorts of tutorials on The Witcher 3. I'm trying to cover as much stuff that confuses people as possible. I've continued in 2022. I had a little break from Witcher 3, but I noticed in my comments of my previous tutorials that people are still playing the game now, coming to it brand new. So I thought I'll go back and fill in things that people are confused about. So have a little look at my Witcher tutorials. If you're stuck on stuff on The Witcher 3, I cover all sorts of stuff. If I'm missing something, hit me up in the comments and I'll try my best to help you with a tutorial in the future. And I may even give you a name check if you give me a good idea. Thanks so much.